It started with a dream, a single train racing through Japan in 1964. The Tokaido Shinkansen wasn't just transportation, it was a statement, a machine that shattered expectations, connecting Tokyo to Osaka at speeds the world had never seen before. Back then, 130 miles per hour felt impossible. Today, it's just the beginning, because across the world, a silent war is unfolding. A race not for distance, but for speed. China enters the arena with a machine that doesn't just move, it floats. The Qingdao Xingfang Maglev defies physics itself. No wheels, no friction, just raw electromagnetic force. At 373 miles per hour, it doesn't ride the tracks, it hovers above them. Energy is recycled, carbon emissions reduced, a glimpse into a cleaner future, but also a faster one. In Shanghai, time has been compressed. The Shanghai Maglev train covers the journey from city to airport in just 7 minutes. Traffic? Irrelevant. Distance? Meaningless. At over 300 miles per hour, it turns a crowded megacity into something smaller, more connected, more efficient. But speed alone isn't enough, because at these velocities, one mistake is everything. The CRH-380A Hexi was built not just to move fast, but to think fast. Automatic control systems, instant emergency braking, precision engineering. A machine that doesn't just carry passengers, it protects them. Across the continent, Europe answers. Spain's Talgo 350 slices through the landscape with surgical efficiency. Lightweight, aerodynamic, engineered for minimal resistance. Not the fastest, but one of the smartest. Germany follows with the ICE-4, a train designed for flexibility, long distance, urban routes, efficiency at every level. Because in this race, adaptability is power. France takes it further. The legendary TGV PAS once held the world record. A symbol of European dominance. A reminder that speed records are meant to be broken. South Korea pushes forward with the KTX, transforming entire regions. Cities grow closer, economies accelerate, time shrinks. Japan refines perfection with the E5 Shinkansen. Sleek, silent, precise. Built not just for speed, but for harmony. Italy answers with elegance. The Frecciarossa 1000 blends luxury with velocity, while China unleashes the CR400AF Fuxing, a symbol of technological ambition. Fast, smart, relentless. Meanwhile, the Siemens Velaro spreads across nations, connecting borders, redefining travel. South Korea experiments with the Hemu 430X, tilting through curves at insane speeds, testing limits and rewriting them. Italy's AGV eliminates traditional locomotives entirely. Power distributed, efficiency maximized. A different approach to the same obsession. And then there is Japan again. The L0 series Maglev, the fastest train ever created. 375 miles per hour. It doesn't just travel, it transcends, floating on magnetic fields, gliding through tunnels, turning hours into minutes. Tokyo to Nagoya, 40 minutes. Tokyo to Osaka, just over an hour. A future once imagined, now under construction. But this isn't just about trains, it's about time. Because every second saved is a life accelerated, a business expanded, a connection made. The real question is,
how fast is too fast. And when the world is connected in minutes, what happens next? The race isn't over. In fact, it's only just begun.
It's always defined human progress, from horses to steam engines to jet aircraft. Every generation pushed further, faster. But in 1964, something changed forever. The Tokaido Shinkansen didn't just move people, it reshaped time itself. Tokyo to Osaka in hours instead of a day. What once felt distant suddenly felt close. And from that moment, the race began. No headlines, no explosions, but behind the scenes, nations began competing, quietly, relentlessly. Not for weapons, but for speed dominance. Because whoever controls fast transportation, controls economies, controls cities, controls the future. China steps forward, not with evolution, but revolution. The Qingdao Sifang Maglev doesn't touch the rails, it floats. Magnetic fields lift thousands of tons into the air, erasing friction, unlocking speeds once thought impossible. At over 600 kilometers per hour, this isn't just a train, it's a glimpse of tomorrow. In one of the busiest cities on Earth, something extraordinary happens every day. The Shanghai Maglev train turns a long, stressful commute into a 7-minute blur. Passengers don't watch the road, they watch the speed display climb. 300, 350, 430 kilometers per hour in seconds. The world outside becomes unrecognizable, a streak of color, a reminder that time can be conquered. But there's a problem. The faster you go, the more dangerous everything becomes. At these speeds, air becomes resistance, noise becomes shock waves, and even the smallest failure becomes catastrophic. That's why trains like the CRH 380A Hexi are built like moving fortresses. Sensors monitor every vibration. Systems predict problems before they happen, because at 200+ miles per hour, there is no room for error. Europe doesn't chase speed recklessly, it engineers it. Spain's Talgo 350 is designed to glide, reducing weight, reducing drag, reducing cost. Germany's ICE 4 takes a different path, adaptability. One train, multiple roles, seamless integration. Because sometimes the smartest solution isn't the fastest, it's the most efficient. Then came France, and a machine built to dominate. The TGV POS didn't just break records, it redefined them. 574.8 kilometers per hour, a number that echoed across the globe. For years, it stood untouchable, a symbol of human engineering at its peak. High-speed trains don't just move people, they transform countries. In South Korea, the KTX turned distant cities into neighbors. Business expanded, tourism exploded, entire regions were reborn. Japan refined its legacy with the E5 Shinkansen, a train so smooth, passengers barely feel movement. Silence at 300 kilometers per hour, precision beyond imagination. Italy brings something different, emotion. The Frecciarossa 1000 isn't just fast, it's elegant. Passengers don't just travel, they experience. Meanwhile, China accelerates again with the CR400AF Fuxing, a symbol of modern power, advanced communication, real-time monitoring, relentless speed. The Siemens Velaro spreads across borders, linking nations like never before. London to Paris, Berlin to Amsterdam,
Distance disappears. Europe becomes smaller, faster, more unified. But some engineers want more, much more. The HEMU 430X tilts into curves, defying limits, pushing physics, testing what's possible. And the AGV removes traditional locomotives entirely, reimagining how trains are built. More space, more efficiency, more potential. And then humanity reaches its peak. The L0 series Maglev, a machine so advanced it feels unreal. Floating above the track, moving at 375 miles per hour, faster than some aircraft during takeoff. Tokyo to Nagoya, 40 minutes. Tokyo to Osaka, barely over an hour. A journey once measured in hours, now measured in moments. But speed has a cost. Billions of dollars, miles of tunnels, entire landscapes reshaped. The new maglev lines will run underground, through mountains, through cities, a project worth over $50 billion, because saving time is worth everything. And yet, this is not the end. Engineers are already imagining the next step. Vacuum trains, hyperloops, speeds beyond 1,000 kilometers per hour. A world where continents feel like cities, where distance no longer matters. This was never just about trains. It was about humanity's obsession to go faster, to connect, to evolve. Because in the end, the question isn't how fast can we go, it's what happens when